Ведьмак 3, 77 эпизод. Да, 77, все правильно. Мне кажется, здесь обойти... А, окей, тут горы. Я пососу, если попытаюсь обойти здесь. Так что лучше не выпендриваться, ехать спокойно на лошади в обход.
Come on.
What the fuck, как говорится. А, ключ.
Fresh footprints. Could be Ceres's. Ceres. Passed out. Gotta get her out of here.
Я хочу в подвал, мэн.
What happened? Where am I? Oh, my head. Pain's just awful.
Got hit with something heavy.
Geralt? Why are you here?
Came to look for you. Croc's worried.
Ваша
Taking you home.
популярность растет.
Спасибо за подписку, добро пожаловать.
The sword. Where's the sword? I've got to go back.
You're not going anywhere. I carried you out of there a moment ago, half dead.
I have to.
You have to tell me what's going on. Why'd you go in there?
I wanted to help Udalric.
Sure, he was acting strangely, but I don't see how your stroll through a haunted house will help him.
It would have if I'd only found the sword.
So what's this sword all about?
It's Brokvar, the ancestral sword of Udalric's clan. I needed to lift the curse that holds Udalric.
A curse?
Long
Это почему с
story.
ума сходит, да?
Years ago, Udalric and his little brother butted heads over the sword. As custom has it, the clan's sword should go to the firstborn son, Udalric. But his father gave Brokvar to his little brother, Aki.
Serious insult in these lands.
Serious enough for Udalric to break a sacred law here in Skellige. He openly questioned his father's decision.
Guessing the old Jarl couldn't let it pass.
They chained Udalric to a pile, up to his waist in the sea. Spent 3 days like that. When his punishment ended, he and Aki sailed out to fish.
Got a feeling this trip didn't end happily.
Your feeling's right. There was an accident. A storm broke out and Aki fell overboard. Udalric had his hands full with the sails. Didn't hear his brother.
Либо он так и рассказал, да?
Didn't hear?
Да,
Didn't
да,
want
да.
to hear.
Some folk on the isle had the same doubt, but none would mention it aloud.
В плане юмора? Концентрация здесь больше. По ощущениям вроде бы. Но опять же, я КДК все же проходил несколько лет. А когда я последний раз его проходил, кстати, не помню. Ну, в любом случае, больше года и, скорее всего, больше это был. Ну, и Kingdom Come меньше, как игра, конечно.
What do you think? Did Udalric kill Aki?
I don't want to jump to any conclusions. But I do think whatever happened at sea that day, well, it's affecting Udalric right now. Powerfully so. And it could have something to do with that sword.
What did you plan to do with the sword?
I thought Aki's ghost would want it back.
The brother's ghost?
Long as I remember, folk have said Udalric's the chosen one. The one
Chosen
the
one.
gods speak to. I believed it once. But now, considering certain things, I think he's just haunted. And it's his dead brother that's haunting him.
Daring theory. Not breaking any of your laws just by thinking it.
Don't care. I don't believe it's the gods talking. Have you seen him? He's covered in scars.
Thought he earned those in battle.
If you call the strife in his heart and head a battle, I've asked him about it. He said the voices command him to hurt himself for
вот
the
что
glory
такое
of the
жертва.
gods. I think not. It's not the gods, it's Aki.
So you believe Aki's getting his revenge, because Udalric let him die?
I've talked to Yort. He swears Udalric didn't start hearing voices till after Aki's death. And I don't think Yort's mistaken. He knew both those boys from the cradle. I think we've to give Brokvar to Aki, and he'll leave Udalric alone.
Not a bad idea, on condition it's a ghost we're dealing with. But something doesn't add up.
What's that?
Aki drowned at sea, said so yourself. But the ghost haunts this house.
Aki and Udalric both lived here. Maybe that's why. Thanks for your help, Geralt. But I've got to get the sword.
Out of the question. I'll get it.
Really? Thanks.
Thanks.
So I can go see Udalric?
No chance. You're weak. Might pass out again along the way. Wait here, we'll go together.
Ну, скорее всего, в подвал как раз таки, да. Ща я там не осмотрел все. Хороший аккуратный сайт. Тебе написали по факту. Ты отвечай по факту. Блин, я ради блюдца я бежал. Вот, блин, как же меня это бесит в Ведьмаке, серьезно. Что за говно? Так я вижу, там красным светится. Сначала... Ой, ебать!
What is this about?
Ебануться. Не нападет на меня прям здесь? Окей. Где отмечен в заданиях, что ли? Да. И почему здесь отмечено? Это красным было, как будто это квест. Странно, ну ладно.
So, did you find the sword?
I found it. Let's go.
After you, then.
Что-то подозрительно все.
You and my dad, you were mates once, right?
Hope we still are.
But, well, I heard you fell out over something. Or someone.
Talking about that story with Yennefer? Long time ago, that. In fact, that was before Croc met the woman who'd be your mother.
But you and Yennefer had already met?
Things were never cut and dried with Yen.
What is it about her? What is it that draws you?
Dunno. Maybe, it's 'cause I've never chosen comfort and ease, the calm and the quiet.
Душа Эсмена у Геральта. И С не значит садист.
Where's Yennefer?
Don't know. Why do you ask?
I just wonder why she let you come here alone.
What do you mean, let me?
Nothing. Not a thing. Just got the impression she doesn't like to let you out of her sight. Look, there they are.
Horridly bright out here. Stings the eyes.
The fresh air will do you good.
The gods won't be pleased.
Jarl, our guests, remember.
What happened to your hand?
I sacrificed it to the gods.
Forgive him, Jarl. Geralt's got more to learn about our customs. We're close to the gods in Skellige, and the chummier you are, the greater the offering you make. It's our belief that the greatest thing a man can offer is his pain, his suffering, the pure sacrifice.
To hear the gods is a gift, not a sacrifice.
Вот, да. Я тоже хотел об этом сказать. И зачем тогда нужны все эти эмоциональные связи, которые могут свести с ума челов?
These voices you hear.
The gods, their voices.
More likely this is somehow related to your dead brother.
I told Geralt of Aki. We concluded that...
That the gods are angry at you, yet he's the reason. That's why you have to apologize. To Aki himself.
I didn't want to. Aki fell in the water. The gods will be angry.
Angry you want to make peace with your brother? Are the gods of Skellige that cruel?
They are that just.
Justice demands you return to the dead what is rightly theirs.
What would you have me do?
Remember where Aki fell in the water?
Near the Isle's eastern end, by the mouth of the bay. Current had swept us towards Ullula's Needle.
It's a dangerous spot. Treacherous eddies swallow a handful of sailors each year.
We need to sail there. Aki's ghost won't rest until Brokvar's returned to his remains.
No. No, no, no. The gods, they'll be angry. I feel it.
Fear not, Jarl. The gods love you, and they loved Aki.
Ну,
Surely they want
согласен с
this.
нами.
Well, maybe I could sail there. The sword should be returned. That's what matters. Makes no difference by whose hand. What do I look for?
Привет,
Did
Дмитрий.
Aki have anything that'll help me recognize him? Something he was wearing that could survive all this time underwater?
Aye. Our clan ring.
That ought to be enough. I'm off.
Dandies come strutting, then we gotta drag their corpses out of the inn.
Так, ну ладно.
That can't turn.
О, один раз я уже сегодня умирал. Аккуратно. Они примерно в одном месте. Забавно. Неплохая, кстати, броня по уровню, но, конечно, мне сейчас уже... Бля, какая же здесь арбалет параша. Вот как я промазал, блядь, стреляя в упор. Что это за говно? Баллистика в этом мире просто мертва. Она не родилась.
Can't help wondering what that accomplished, if anything. Time to see Udalric.
Так, думаете, забраться можно будет. Хорош. Вот это ор. О, они на ор среагировали или что?
A man as brave
Adventure seeker.
and as God-fearing. I feel shame. Don't know I'd be able to make that kind of sacrifice.
Why'd you do it?
What is this?
Udalric. The voices.
Ah!
What? Why'd you do it?
Such was the will of the gods. A sacrifice for Aki.
Конченый.
When did the gods speak to you? Right after I left?
Shortly after, sleep came over me, so I lay down. 'Twas then they revealed their will to me.
You always asleep when they speak to you?
Always.
What do you see then? Do they try to summon you anywhere specific?
My old home. They command me to light torches, then speak from the shadows.
What did the gods want? Exactly. Do you remember? What did they tell you?
They were angry. A voice said, "You vile wretch, you didn't help Aki, and now you failed to sail out to beg his forgiveness. Poke out your eye, suffer, and regret the evil you've wrought."
Ну, и надо было плыть тогда.
The gods ever show you their form, or are they always just a shadow?
Мы
Once
видели
I
тень.
steeled myself, gathered my courage, and in my dream made my torch
Мы
burn bright.
видели.
I saw a hazy figure sitting in shadow then.
The gods always demand you offer them your suffering?
Only that pleases them, so they ask for more and more.
Подозрительно.
The gods speak from the shadows, you said. Is that why you don't allow any lights in here?
In my dreams, at times I see their form, when the torches burn bright.
To see the gods is a great honor. Maybe with more light in your house, you'd see them when you're awake as well.
Lesser men are unworthy. They cannot gaze upon their faces.
Oh.
I returned the sword, but nothing's changed. It's not his brother's ghost that haunts him, tortures him.
What's wrong with him?
Can we talk somewhere in private?
The guest room. Come.
Стрёмная херь. Интересно, этот, кто он там, не знаю, мудрец тоже это видит
Know
или
what
как?
it is?
It's a Heim, a post-conjunction
Heim.
creature, very rare and very dangerous. It latches on to men who commit vile deeds. It feeds on their pain for years, fueling their guilty conscience. In the end, Heims force their victims to mutilate themselves.
Sounds unpleasant. Any way to defeat it?
Two methods that work, in theory.
Слушай, по ведьмачьи это типа убить,
Witcher's bestiaries say you have to spend a night in the Heim's lair with the affected individual.
The haunted house, you mean? It's hardly cozy, but I wager you've slept in worse conditions.
It's not about sleeping. You've got to draw the Heim out. It has to emerge from the shadows, show itself. Can't hurt it otherwise.
And it's sure to give as good as it gets.
You've seen Udalric. It won't be an easy fight.
What's this other way?
They say a Heim can be tricked. You have to pretend to do something horrible. Then it'll move on to you as its new victim. When it realizes it's been tricked, it'll be forced to leave.
Great. Let's try it.
Don't know anyone who's pulled it off.
Maybe no one's thought up a trick that was good enough. I know you're doubtful, but we should at least try to find a way
Да
to
убьем
trick
его,
them.
зачем его
Might not
отпускать?
be as simple as it seems. Besides, neither method's perfect.
What do you mean?
Udalric might not survive an entire night in the Heim's lair.
You think the Heim... Would it try to kill Udalric?
No, that would mean losing its host. But Udalric could just expire. He's weak, and the house will summon painful memories. Whereas to the Heim, that'll be an opportunity. The more pain the Heim causes Udalric, the stronger it'll grow.
And the more dangerous it will
Да
be
я
to you.
справлюсь.
And what about the other method?
The Heim's a demon, and demons are notoriously hard to fool. Plus, the trickster can't know it's a trick.
What?
The Heim attacks those who have a guilty conscience, truly believe they committed a foul deed. The Heim strengthens their regret and feeds on it. Meaning, if the new host doesn't feel true sorrow, the Heim will sense that.
Yes. So, for this to work, if either of us has an idea, we can't tell the other one about it.
Exactly.
Both methods seem risky, but I still think we should try the trick.
Don't know that I'm convinced.
Just please don't tell me you have to consult Yennefer on such things as well. If we fail to think of anything, we can always try the Witcher's way.
What is it with you and Yennefer? Mentioned her several times already.
Nothing. I've just noticed that you're often of one mind.
Saying I'm henpecked.
You're especially different. Seems to happen to all men. Take a rowdy Skelliger, a brave knight, or a tough witcher. You all end up wrapped around some woman's finger.
What can I say?
So, shall we try trekking it first?
Yeah, let's.
Good decision.
Haunted house. The Heim's lair. Only place where anything like this could work.
After you, then.
No reason to delay.
Let's look around.
Да убить я его просто хочу. Господи, почему мне не дают его просто убить? Чё за...
Solid craftsmanship. Fitter must have been from the continent. An old cradle. Must have belonged to Udalric or Aki.
Geralt, come! Think I've got an idea!
Мерзкий звук.
Geralt!
Чё? Чё за...
Ciri. No, it's impossible. Damn it. Looking to discourage me? Good. Means you're scared.
Ну окей, окей.
Shattered. Udalric must have been scared of seeing the creature just behind him. Somebody could break their leg, or their neck. Come up with anything?
Yes, I have a plan. One that just might work.
Can I get any details?
You've got to wait for me here. I won't be long.
Anything else?
Said yourself, you can't know the details. So no, nothing else. You simply gotta trust me.
Hope you know what you're doing.
So do I. So, can we start?
I don't know what you have in store for me. Gotta prepare, at least a little.
Alright, let me know when you're ready. So, can we...
I'm ready.
Alright, I'll be back soon. In the meantime, get a fire going in the oven.
Over there! She's running to the old house! Grab her!
Стырила ребенка.
You must put him in the oven. Trust me.
Печь?
Take care not to hurt the child. Give me the feed.
In the oven. Throw him in the oven.
Тут пранки. О, он их не убивает, вырубает. Нам показывают это. Стрёмная херь.
key.
The Witcher committed no crime. You'll find neither despair nor guilt here. Only shock and relief. You've been tricked. You must go.
Ну окей, возможно, он таким образом тоже как бы отъезжает.
It's over.
Over?
We tricked the Heim. It thought I'd killed your child, abandoned you to haunt me, feed on my conscience.
But when it saw the babe was whole, unharmed, it had to go. You're free, Jarl.
Free?
The Heim's gone, so are the voices that tortured you. Let's get out of here.
What's happening? My head's spinning. I'm spinning in a maelstrom.
Geralt, you said it was over.
That's just fatigue. In time, his mind will return to normal.
What? What will I do now?
You'll be fine. Key is to not give in to self-pity.
I feel as if someone's torn something from me.
That's normal. The Heim was a parasite. Bonds between parasites and hosts can be strong. That's why you feel empty now.
Ну да.
Give
Столько
it a
лет
few
прожил.
days, weeks, you'll be fine.
Thank you. I think. Farewell.
Ну окей, ладно,
I'll go
видимо,
with
это
him.
было хорошее
He
решение.
seems confused.
Good idea. Then what? What are your plans?
I'll stay a few days, make sure he's healthy. And you? Gonna stay on Speaker Rock?
Don't know yet. Gotta gather my thoughts.
I'm sure Yennefer must be growing impatient.
Да
Thought we
хорош
already
ты.
discussed that.
We did. Farewell, Witcher. Favorable winds and following seas to you.
Чё реально
To
пристало?
you too. So long.
К столетнему, блин, деду. Блин, ну, конечно, мерзопакостный чел, этот, реально. Возможно, все же этот мудрец, ну, не в смысле догадывался, но он, по крайней мере, понимал, что что-то не так. Но сам поделать ничего не мог. Но когда ему рассказала это, он сразу согласился на план. Не, я типа говорил насчет Ведьмачего, типа, чтобы его убить, чтобы его не было. Потому что я подумал, что он уйдет в плане, он просто перейдет к следующей жертве, ну, типа, будет искать новую жертву. А так, типа, его просто уничтожить, чтобы его не было с концами. Но, видимо, и так он, в принципе, с концами отваливается. Давайте к Храху вернемся, чтобы закрыть это, по сути, задание.
Master Geralt. A guard spotted you from the tower. They sent me to open the gate.
Why was it closed? Is that famous Skellige hospitality?
Me. 'Tis tradition. After the feast, the Jarls will choose the king, so the doors must remain closed. Only the sons and daughters of Skellige may stay in the castle.
Krach make an exception just for me?
All know what you did for Ceres and Hjalmar. Today, you're one of us. Come. Krach awaits.
Сколько пафоса. Хотя вроде
How's the
болтали
mood
с
in
ним.
there?
Calm. Too calm.
How's that?
We've an adage here at Skellige. At a good feast, mead and blood flow in equal measure. Surely you consider this barbaric on the continent, no?
Not sure. Sounds preferable to dull banquets garnished with court intrigue.
Step careful there. I've as much right with as you do.
Не очень-то и мирно, не так уж и спокойно.
If an uncrates to wear the crown, it
Should be you, cause you've got fur growing on your chin, that it?
shows some of your own, and the Jarls just might listen to you.
Got your mug smacked. Remember, I was left standing last time we crossed fists.
Yeah? So you'll fight the Vilcards with me? Wonder who'll do better, you or Hjalmar the Giant Slayer?
Oh, stop your
Giant Slayer.
Ceres! Hey! Ah, damn it!
Bad way to play it out.
Think I don't know that? But you saw her, she's so...
Stubborn, fierce, mule-headed. Refuses to listen to anyone.
Exactly!
Переглянулись.
True, Arnvald. Me and Ceres, when they're twins.
Но он
in
это
that
сам
regard.
понимает, окей.
Don't see Krach. He talking to the Jarls?
No, went to his chambers. To prepare your promised reward, no doubt.
If you've a spell witcher, perhaps you'd fancy some fisticuffs with the Vilcards. Loosen up your joints after your journey.
Maybe later.
Did you sever his head? Head of a giant on your neck.
Пёстели такие, конечно.
We hear the black shitfish Go in peace.
We waited in ambush. As soon as they flew away, we rammed our prows straight into their arms. Cotton was torn to count their robotic blade. So we pushed them into the sea.
Окей. Даже не добежал.
Greetings, Berna. Feast not to your liking?
This is no feast. It's a farmer's market where votes are bought and sold like sheepskins.
Ну, звучит логично все-таки.
Svanrig is not gonna vie for support.
Bran's son will not haggle for a crown that is his by right.
Far as I know, crown goes to the claimant who gains the most votes.
That is the tradition, but not all traditions are good. The Isle's care should be entrusted to a single family.
Take it you have a specific family in mind.
Of course. Bran was the best king Skellige has seen in centuries. The throne should pass on to
Я, блин, этого
Svanrig, his
Сваринги не помню,
true-born
кто это
son,
такой.
and then on to his sons.
What's wrong with voting for your king?
Take a walk. Listen and you'll understand. The claimants already hand out land, promise privileges, titles, favorable judgments. They behave like
Ну,
whores
в
lifting their
Польше,
skirts for every
например, она
passerby.
была в
A
Священной Римской
king by the
империи.
grace of votes is no ruler, but a debtor. This must end. We must start by placing Bran's firstborn son on the throne. I hope the Jarls will see the wisdom of it.
Leaving Caer Trolda?
Tomorrow at daybreak. Enjoy yourself, Master Geralt.
May I?
You must even. Come! I've been waiting for you. So, feast to your liking? Any better than your continental balls?
Definitely more to drink.
Ah, there is. Rolled all of it out of my cellars. Double meads, triple, Cintrian plum brandy, a Hackemum spirit that burns the mouth like boiling water.
Ну, Речь Посполита была.
knows the meaning of hospitality.
Не просто Польша даже.
Something tells me there's a purpose to your hospitality.
Aye, there is. In the Isles, mead and meat stand to gain you as much support as feats accomplished blade
Само
and hand.
собой.
If that's true, you can rest easy about how the vote will turn out.
I'll rest easy on the morrow, when the crown rests on one of my children's heads.
Feeling torn between Hjalmar and Ceres?
You mean, do I have a favorite? Nay. They're as different as fire and water. But uncreate blood flows in both.
Between you and me, Hjalmar's not too hot-headed to be king.
Depends on the kind of king you have in mind. Want one who'll send emissaries, move figurines about a map, calculate the most profitable option? Then yes, he's too hot-headed. But Skellige wants a different ruler. The kind who'll drown Nilfgaard in blood. Sooner jump into a fire than surrender. And that is Hjalmar.
If you escalate your attacks, you stand to infuriate Emir. Could regret it someday.
In Skellige, we spit on the notion of peace at any cost.
Think the Council of Jarls will dare to put a woman on the throne?
If you'd asked me some months ago, I'd have laughed in your face. But today I see, and I'm not alone, that Ceres has something as rare on the Isles as a hot summer. Patience. Others act, then think. She's different. She thinks things through, the for, the against. But once she takes action, not a force in the world could stop her.
Я, кстати, ничего не знаю насчет флота у Нильфгаарда. Типа то, что у них сухопутная армия довольно сильная, думаю, очевидно. А вот...
Promised me a reward for helping your children.
And I aim to keep my word. Here, this bauble's been in the family for generations. I give it to you for helping ensure the line.
Очередная эпик вещь, которая кажется мусором. Люблю такие награды.
Thanks.
I'm the one. Hear that? Damn it! Hjalmar's probably started another row.
That's not Hjalmar. Let's go.
Ну, тебе начало нужно доплыть для любого островного государства. Это первое. Начинать разговор с этого надо. What the fuck? Откуда здесь Михаил? И даже не один, много Михаилов. Рим справился с захватом Британии в целом. Так что все же главное высадиться. Да, может быть не полноценный, не окончательный и постоянно затратное, но захватить все же можно, если доплыл можешь.
Да.
Take my cloak.
Hold on, son. You'll pull through. A shark grabbed my leg once. Albion!
He's dead.
Crack! Where'd those bears come from, huh? Answer! Now!
Careful how you speak to my dad.
Stow your blade, pup, or Crack will lose a son too.
You insult me, Lugos, and now you threaten my son. I will not stand for this. Then come here. Come on. I'll put you down like a rabid dog.
Calm down. Calm down. Enough blood's been spilt. Someone brought these beasts here to murder our sons and brothers. We cannot restore their lives. But we can. We must avenge them. This burden falls upon the host and his offspring.
Find the guilty on Crate, find and kill them, else your clan will be cursed for 100 generations to come.
Что-то кто-то репутацию подорвать.
Damn it. Things have sure gotten messy.
А, кстати, скорее всего, это бабенция каким-то образом.
We must find out how this came to be, elsewise we...
We've no time for that. I know where to find the guilty.
Wait! Are you mad? You're gonna kill folk before we've learned what happened.
Learn all you want. Meantime, I'll go wash the shame off our clan.
Hey, the Jarls aren't listening anymore. Stop playing the hero and think for a second.
Our honor's at stake, sis. That can't wait.
Are you listening to me? Someone let those bears in. We must know who, and the answer lies somewhere in this room.
You're right, Ceres. I'll help you.
Thanks.
Fine. See you when I return with the traitors' heads.
I'll stay here. Someone must see to everything. Summon the healer, hand the fallen over to their families. Wolf, I thank you.
Ever see anything like that?
No, and I hope I never will again.
Where'd the bears come from? We were all laughing, eating, drinking. Suddenly, a massacre.
Да, медведи, блин, это не какая-то крошка. Их прям как будто сюда телепортировало.
What happened before the massacre? Be precise.
Young Lucas bet he could empty a barrel of beer in one go. He climbed on the table, grabbed a pony keg of Centron wheat, and started chugging. His throat bulged like a blowfish. Face went red, but he kept drinking. Folks started banging their tankards on the table, shouted, "Lugos, Lugos." Then, from the other side of the room, we heard this roar. We turned in unison as if a coxswain had called. They were there. They were already there. Folks closest to the bears didn't even manage to draw their weapons. They were ripped to shreds.
We'll avenge them, I promise. Know who died?
Drogadar, Drakeborn Du, Blue Boy Lugos, Yalborn, Ottrig. Take some time, mention them all. I heard you helped Lugos, as you helped me with the Haim.
But you could name the claimants to the throne who survived in one breath. You, Hjalmar, and Svanrige.
What are you saying?
Nothing.
Nothing. Just yet. Да.
We've talked enough. Let's look around.
Let me know what you find. I'll speak to the others. Maybe someone saw more than I did. Pull yourself together, Cinna. How'd they
Fang marks, claw marks, broken bones. Hard to say what exactly killed him. All right. What do we have here? Bear's head, but the tongue's short, like a human's.
Что? Какие-то странные медведи?
Mouth smells of honey liqueur. Mead. And something else. Something earthy. Bears like honey. Before it's fermented.
Может, какая-то магия есть, превращающая в медведей? Типа были просто челики и превратились в медведей. Я ж не знаю, на что тут способны силы.
Something under the fur. A tattoo. Shape of a bear paw.
But how'd they come to be here?
Old scar. Looks like it was sutured. Half man, half bear. Something like a lycanthrope.
Вот, да.
No full moon, so something else caused the transformation. Maybe something he ate or drank. Mead. Mead with an earthy aroma. Need to check the horns, tankards, and bowls. All the horns are empty. Aldrich. Shit, no more than a kid. Earthy scent from the bear's maw. Something towards mushrooms? Bowl's empty, but the scent's in the air. Table. Coming from mead in this one. Somewhere else in this room. Mead. Drogadar. Scald's played his last. Young Lugos. Bears took him by surprise. Didn't have a chance to defend himself.
Так, ну ладно, был за запахом.
So many wounds. No wonder Hellborn bled to death.
Oh.
Here. Mead spiked with some kind of mushroom. And human blood. Ceres, come here.
A guard saw what happened. Those weren't bears. They were...
Men who transform into bears.
berserkers.
Berserkers?
The Skald's name for warriors who change into animals in the midst of battle. Stuff of fairy tales, legends. But it seems to make sense, right?
Almost. We were at a feast, not on a battlefield. Think I know what caused them to transform. The mead they drank. Smell this. Mead spiked with blood. And something else.
Махомора.
It could be a mushroom, but I don't recognize the type.
Hjort might help us. Few druids know herbs better.
Can't hurt to try.
A disgrace. The camp we've not seen since the Red Funeral. You dire.
May the sea swallow the traitors. Freer, Our Lady. Freyr, our mother, may the sea swallow the traitors. Freyr, Our Lady.
Mind if I interrupt?
Already have? What is it?
Someone spiked one of the mead barrels with blood and something else. An herb or a mushroom. Sarah said...
Give me the horn. I know the smell. A mushroom. Mardrome.
Mardrome related in any way to berserkers?
Aye, but only in the tales told to children as they're put to sleep on cold winter nights. Warriors who ate Mardrome were said to transform into beasts when consumed by battle rage, but as I said, it's only...
Only a legend, I know. Still, I find it easier to believe than some story about bears appearing out of nowhere. Ceres wasn't lying. You know your fungi.
I do. Especially those which affect the mind, soothe it, summon waking dreams. Odalric suffered for years. I tried to help him in various ways, initially with prayer, then with poppy milk.
But he's done with that now, right?
It's not that simple. But we'll wean them off it yet.
Чё там? Я понял. Не-не-не. Большая разница, когда это просто низшее сословие, по сути. А другое дело, когда это идеологическая рвань. В условном Риме рабы считались рабами просто. А вот, например, если взять Индию и касту неприкасаемых, то с ними, извините, никто не трахался, и их нельзя было трогать, они неприкасаемые. То есть, это большая разница. И вот про евреев было тут написано, да, как раз-таки это более точное сравнение. Идеологическая идея в разнице между расами. Здесь это явно ближе. Тут не дискриминация, как по низшему просто сословию. То есть в условном Риме рабы считались просто, ну, ограниченными людьми в плане свобод, но не было даже мысли в плане сведения их там. Ну, просто раб это было, ну, типа, нормальная тема. Он денег стоил. Обычно и за ними, как говорится, следили, чтобы толк был какой-то от них. Рабов-то, кстати, в Риме было не так уж и много, 20% где-то. Все остальное были обычные люди. В Египте, наверное, с этим было похуже. Я не знаю историю Египта так хорошо. Поэтому я не знаю, какой там был процентаж. Но там просто тоже была чисто сословная вещь. Притом подкрепленная очень сильно мифологией. Рим, хоть и тоже мифологичный был, но не настолько сильно. Потому что он больше... Ну, про более поздний Рим, да, потому что ранний Рим это совсем маленькое государство было, которое было там в 500-х годах до нашей эры. Я все-таки говорю там про 200-е хотя бы годы, когда уже это было государство серьезное. Да, об этом я говорю близко. Типа Египет был супер-мега мифологическим. То есть там... И опять же, рабы как бы были, ну, просто... Это просто, ну, ты родился как бы рабом, и к ним относились просто как к рабам. Но это не подразумевало, что вы там вообще какие-то отвратительные существа, вас там вообще нельзя трогать, надо вырезать там. Нет, наоборот. Куда ты будешь, блин, свою ценность вырезать? Это же абсурд. А здесь вот реально как евреям, которые именно злодеи. То есть от них все зло идет. Они не то, что не люди, они злодеи. Евреи это зло. От них все зло шло. Вот что было по мнению нацистов. То есть совсем другой подход. А опять же, с 86-ми очень плохо вообще прописана фигня. Она просто... Она у нас просто... Короче, их как-то признали каким-то образом типа не людьми. И всем на них стало вдруг пофигу. И, короче, они там строили стены, воюют там, а мы чилим. И даже не знаем о них. По крайней мере, смотря какой, опять же, есть, как говорится, идейные люди, а есть просто на службе. Это тоже две большие разницы. Как говорится, офицера СС, конечно, не будет. Но обычный солдат из вермахта может. Он не настолько идеологически настроен.
Mardrome. Never heard of it.
You have another name for it on the continent. Silasai.
All right. Peasants eat it to soothe pain.
Udalric tried it too. but only a few times. In larger doses, the mushroom causes visions, nightmares.
Yes, the last thing Udalric needed more of. Thanks for your help. Blood and marjoram. The taste of human flesh and a
Да.
substance that triggers visions. That well could have caused rage.
Немецкие
Maybe even a
документы
transformation.
хорошие.
Maybe. Hard to believe someone spiked the mead here in the hall, though, in front of all those witnesses.
You're right. Ray helped prepare for the feast. I'd have noticed. It might have happened before
Я,
they brought
например,
drink
Манштейна
upstairs.
читал.
In the cellars, maybe. Come on,
И
we could
ещё-
find some clues there.
Короче, например, вот если вы хотите Вторую мировую, да, Восточный фронт изучать, Жукова читать вообще нельзя, потому что вы ничего, кроме того, что можно было написать, не написанного. И даже Рокоссовский тот под цензурой писал, хоть у него чуть посвободнее. Вот. Ну и само собой, и вот Манштейна я читал, он спокойно сидел. Он, кстати, англичан, его посадили ни за что в тюрягу, он за это их очень не любил, потому что он, по сути, ничего неплохого типа не совершал, да, типа, за что меня в тюрьму посадили, what the fuck. Типа, я не совершал преступлений военных. Вот, они его припрятали на десяток лет. И он, короче, сидел, писал себе спокойно книжку. То есть, без всякой цензуры и, как говорится, как настоящий немец. Фельдмаршал, если что, если кто не знает. Твой Крым, кстати, завоевывал Буска. Пришел, когда, типа, что-то там тупить начали, он пришел, завоевал, потом пошел дальше. Так, привет, кардинал. Ну, кстати, не в смысле каждый чих, но просто есть правила определенные. Если что-то, опять же, у СССР всплывало, и за это могли, ну, не казнить, конечно, но наказать. И это документировалось, да, провинности. Но, опять же, в СС не шили люди, которые ради непонятно чего будут идеологию предавать. Это же идейные люди, настоящие были идейные люди. У них нет мотивации нарушать эти правила базовые. А с чего вообще эта тема возникла? Я что-то забыл уже. Кстати, я, наверное, запись закончу. Это, наверное, не очень интересная тема тем, кто Ведьмака смотрит.